how do we make sure that we're reaching out at the right time to the right prospect? How do we really inform our sales team on what prospects are looking for, the questions, and even when to reach out based on the information gathered during the marketing phase? We also need to be able to track an ROI. If we're advanced, we know what we're getting by channel for every single dollar that we invest. And that's a really important key in this aspect, is connecting your analytics to your CRM, to your marketing automation, and to the front end of your website. Also, we really want to be able to forecast some occupancy rates. We really want to be able to go to the board at the end of 2017 and say, right now we are at 90% occupied, and by the end of 2018, we will be at 95%. How great would that be, Patrick, if we could tell our boss, hey, we know where we're going from here?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, at this point, not only do you already have, a CRM in place, but you're using the next level of technology to help you track the ROI, present a business case for your organization so you can get from that, 80% community to that 95% occupied. Some of the things we're doing at this point, we're streamlining our sales efforts. You're tracking every valuable lead from initial inquiry to the final closing. You're analyzing your market strategies. You're viewing important metrics. And you, at this point, you probably have your own dashboard that's set up that's going to help drive that content and some of that information you're looking for. And you're simplifying your budgeting and planning process. You're evaluating all of your campaigns and your lead sources. And you're including the cost per lead. So at this point, you're getting granular, you're getting hyper-focused. If I spend X amount of dollars, it's going to drive this type of activity, and this is what my cost per lead is actually going to equate to. So you're super focused about your prospective residents. You know who your referral sources are. You know the last time they referred to you. You know when they should refer to you. And at this point, you're putting together a targeted campaign to drive future referrals from that referral source partner. You're not just digging into a barrel and pulling out a marketing campaign and hoping it's going to work. You actually know the marketing campaigns that drive dividend and create value. And then, you're prioritizing your reservations and as well as your deposits. You're analyzing your lost leads. At this point, you can make a business case truly just off of your lost leads. I'm losing leads because of this, right? And then if this is something that, you need to implement into your community to capture some of those lost leads, you can put together a business case for the corporate office to say, hey, we need this in addition to this to help me get to this level of success. And then one of the other things that's really, really important, I think at this point, a nice, robust CRM is going to help you with event planning and engage in the ROI, like you mentioned before, Phil. It's so important. We know that, part of the job as a marketer is to invite people from outside, inside into your organization, inside into your community, to really touch on what you have to offer, to share your different and better story. And, at this point, once you make it to the practitioner phase of things, that event planning, you know what works and what doesn't, so you're not wasting your time. And I think so many times that when we step into a position, we know we want to accomplish, but we don't really know how to get there. So, in this webinar, in this series of webinars that we put together, we really wanted to focus on acquiring happy residents, really engaging with residents and family members beyond your four walls, using technology to help you get there, talking about like marketing strategies that you can implement, and a cost-effective approach to getting there, and then tracking your referral sources, making sure that those referrals are actually true referral sources. They're not referring people that are not a good fit for your organization, but these people that are perfect fits for your organization. So, and again, marketers, they're going to say this, but I would say we're probably the hardest workers in the community, right? Because the buck starts and stops with us. We're the revenue generators for an organization. So it's important that not only are we doing our job, but we're doing our job well, we're doing it effectively, and we're very efficient in it. And then most importantly, we're able to communicate exactly what we're doing in a timely fashion and deliver results at the same time. The minute you walk into your organization, you're probably going to pop open your laptop or you're in front of your desktop, and then you're drilling through all of those leads, those emails that have come in, and you're trying to prioritize in your mind, where do I need to spend most of my time today? In addition, you're looking back to some of the things you may have missed that you weren't able to finish. Especially on events, this could really make or break you as a marketer or as a community or as an organization when you're competing in space. Because again, this is where the goal is to extend your presence beyond your walls to help connect your organization with the local community. So events are key. That's the name of the game. This is where you get the most amount of exposure with your organization to the rest of the world. And what we generally do is we gauge success of an event based off attendance, whereas that's the wrong metric. Really, success of an event is based off of move-ins. I mean, because really, what's the end of the game? We're trying to generate activity, move-ins into our organization. So you may have an event where you had 150 people attend, but 0 people moved into your organization. And when you're looking back and corporate office comes down and say, hey, Patrick, I want you to put together an event for, a couple of months from now, what are we going to do? You're going back to your bag of tricks and you're looking through your spreadsheet that you've been keeping notes on and how many people attended or whatnot. And you're saying, oh, okay, I'm going to do this grab and go because we had 150 people show up. But no one actually moved in. And this is where, as you're making that transition from practitioner to advanced, you're using all the strategies that we're talking about today to have a higher ROI. So you truly are selecting the activity that's going to drive the highest value for your organization.
Hey, Patrick, what's the first budget to get cut in most communities?
Oh, it's always marketing, man.
Marketing. Yeah. It's always, and that's part of your job is to protect that marketing budget, right? We have to protect it, but to protect it, we have to prove value. So this is a huge part of proving value, right? Marketing automation just doesn't work. You don't just plug in a couple of emails and send them out on an automated drip and here you go. Hey, thanks for coming in last week. Love to reconnect when you're ready. That doesn't do anything for me. What really is going to fuel our success? You got to feed the beast, Patrick. You got to feed the beast. Success is really a function of your content, the actual setup of your work streams or workflows, and then your lead scoring. And you have to understand what are valuable actions for lead scoring. What are the actions that a potential resident or their family are taking that are more valuable or less valuable? So if they come to the website, do they get a bump in score? Of course, they interacted with the brand. We want to make sure we track that. If they come to an event, do they shoot to the top of your list, Patrick? Because of all your tracking, you know that when you call people right after the event, the day after the event, they're going to move in, or a much higher likelihood of doing so, because you just gave them the shock and awe. Every day I hear it, Patrick. If you could just get people to come on site. If they see how great this community is, they see our amenities, and they feel that warm and fuzzy that we give people because we really do care about our residents, they're going to move in, no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. So how do we attribute those actions that they're taking? So little actions like opening your email, clicking on your link, reading your blog, coming back to the website, attending an event, picking the phone up and leaving you a message. Obviously, all of those are how we're going to track these individuals. So it's important because we don't want our marketers and our marketing team spending all their time on individuals that have a score of 30 when they could be focusing on people that have a score of 88 or 75. Again, when we come into the office on Monday morning and we open up our computer, we've got an email from our marketing automation platform that has already alerted us that these 3 people are nearing outreach, nearing pick the phone up. And then they click on one more link, and it's an immediate email, hey, call Susie Q, she's ready to go, she just hit the threshold of 80. That way we're prioritizing our week, our day, and our pipeline. And so ultimately it's about increasing the engagement with your community, creating a real community both on-site, online, and driving those new happy residents to the community.